So I'm here, we're going to do a quick pickup test with the Dyson V11, and I have in the background here kind of the standard nozzles you expect to see on any vacuum cleaner, and I want to just explain something real quick. So generally what you do for most vacuums is you have something like this and brushes for Befor, and either a real high concentrated suction channel for doing carpet, or you have something like this that just does carpet and has a rotating brush but doesn't do bare floor because you can't turn the rotating brush off. And then you have electric nozzles like this where you can turn the brush off but it still has a rotating brush, but again it's bare floor friendly. Now the interesting design choice with the Dyson, there's no way of shutting the roller off, and I don't understand this because they could extend battery life with this greatly by doing that. They also, wouldn't have to package it with more than one of these heads or offer a fluffy head or an extra accessory to buy, a bare floor tool to buy. So what's on the bottom here? Rotating brush, and then they have some gates there. Wheels only in the front, and then you have this, I don't know what this is. It's like a silicone or latex or some sort of very flexible rubber. This should be the bumper in the front, but I don't know how it's going to push without wheels. The other thing I thought was interesting is the gates close and open. So we're actually going to have to test this with these gates closed, and we'll test it with them all the way open just to see how it does. I'm going to do full gates closed. The other thing is, depending on how it does, we are going to test it in the boost mode because power. I might do a separate, we'll be doing a separate video where we test all the modes, but for this sort of test, we're going to test it in the boost mode because that's what most people are going to use it for. So let's go ahead. I've got my GoPro strapped to this so you'll get to see really in great detail how well this thing works. And if you're not familiar with our pickup test here, I'm going to explain that as well. So we have pet hair, we have flour, we have breakfast cereal, and it's not coming on too well, but there is actually cat litter right there. And I'm not sure if that illuminated it better or not, but there's cat litter right there. And then of course we're going to run the POV camera. We're going to run this side with the gate closed, and then this side with the gate open, and see how it did. Well, I've come into the first problem, which is my soft carpet. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to open the gate all the way and see if that relieves the suction enough to make this work. Well, right away, really wasn't expecting this. Right away I can't push it at all on my carpet. So never mind what I just said. We're going to have to go to the auto mode and see what happens. And again, I'm not too thrilled with that. So I've got the gate open. We've got auto mode. Let's see if we can get it to clean. Wow, that was really hard to push. So we're going to see what was left behind, if anything. Yeah, we got some cat litter left behind here. And then I don't see any breakfast cereal. The flour, I don't know, I kind of feel like the flour is in the carpet rather than out. I don't know why I feel that way. No pet hair, so it does clean pet hair. So the pet hair was good. So we had that gate open. I'm going to try it with it closed and then maybe the half position. We're going to try the half position first and see how that does on the next set of vests right here. So, good news is not too, some of the hair is wrapped around, but I think they're supposed to be build up to the hair is supposed to be resisted on this model. Got just a little bit all stuck in the corner there. Let's see how it is on the floor. Yeah. And there's breakfast cereal, and we have cat litter there. I think I did better on the flower pickup, and of course the pet hair was good. So let's try the gate all the way open again in auto mode and see how it does on the last bit here. Yep. Again, cat litter. Some breakfast cereal right here before that corner. And the pet hair did fine as well. So what this tells us right now is if you have like cat litter, or you have something that's heavily soiled, or an area that's high traffic, this is still not going to be a replacement for your full-size vacuum. And you know, it's quite heavy. One thing in the hand, you just don't feel how heavy this thing is. I've been sitting here holding this only for about a minute or two now. So let's go ahead and just vacuum up the rest of this and see how she does. So now the battery level has dropped from 2 bars to 1 bar. And we have the Eco, Auto, Boost, and Boost. Oh. So I'm going to also mention real quick, I don't think this is something we should use for soft carpet. So if you have real medium or higher pile carpet, or soft carpet like I do, I'm going to say that this is going to be really just too much of a workout to push on this. And I do want to mention that they put a rubber pad here so that it stands up against the wall. And that's a great thing, because previous models didn't stand up by themselves and they didn't have that rubber pad. And that rubber pad kind of keeps it from falling over. Now, sorry about that. Now, there are products, again, that would stand up by themselves. It'd be real nice to see Dyson do that, but it doesn't stand up by itself without falling over. So I've got some real mixed first impressions here. Let's go back to the bench and see how it does.